It seems for quite some time now, I've been heavily focused on acquiring more and more for my home, trying to make it the most beautiful place to be and a place to offer myself, my family, and all who may walk through the door a sense of peace. Each week I was spending the majority of my free time on the hunt, out and about. Lately I've stopped looking to gather, but rather find contentment and appreciation for all that I already have. It feels as if my time has been multiplied. There's this joy that comes from fine-tuning what I already have in my space and enjoying simple setups from the surroundings I can control. I touch on this in a recent article I wrote featured in the summer edition of Notebook Quarterly. To happily take care of what I already have and come to look forward to a little visit with each treasure as often as I get to clean them has brought about true contentment. Welcome back, ladies. It's another lady of the house kind of day, and today is going to be all about decorating and refreshing our spaces. So whenever I start to feel a little tired of those things around me, all I need to do is just move things around a little bit and sometimes just simplify. Today I'm going to be simplifying some spaces, but then also moving some things around just to make me feel like my space is fresh and new again. And I think a lot of you enjoy doing that as well. So maybe this is the inspiration that you need to just take another look at your space. If there are some things that you don't care for or that you want to improve, definitely take the time to do that. I really wanted to do this before we go into the fall and winter months, just because, you know, we end up bringing out a little more in the way of decor, and I wanted to have a really nice, fresh, clean slate. So with the kids back to school right now, it's the perfect time for me to do this. And I also have my husband home, and so he's really going to be helping me with a few of these projects that I have. But before we begin, what I wanted to talk to you about was this beautiful sky blue dress that I was sent by Rebecca from Virginia Dare Dress Co. I've shared a couple of her dresses in the past and I just love them. There are so many different aspects of this dress in particular that I like, and it also comes in a navy blue. Now this dress is called the Samantha Wrap dress. The fabric is a linen and cotton blend, 55% linen, 45% cotton, and it's machine washable. I know a lot of you have asked me about more breathable, natural fabric dresses, so this is definitely your cup of tea if you're looking for that. It's heavier weight. I love the movement that it has to it. They actually pre-washed this fabric, heat dried it before cutting it for the dresses, so there wouldn't be any shrinkage after laundering. This dress was sewn in Houston, Texas, and the weight of the fabric makes it great for all year wear. So if you're looking for that perfect fall transition dress, this is definitely the dress for you. I always have a discount code for Virginia Dare Dress Co. in my description box below. I'm so grateful that Rebecca sent this dress to me to try out. It's been so nice to work with her and just to share with you some new dresses from a smaller company. So I hope that you will go and help support them. If you're looking for a US made dress, definitely go check out Virginia Dare Dress Co. and let her know that I sent you. All right, are you ready to get decorating? Let's go. One of my favorite things to do is to rearrange things. And when I am sitting in my house a lot, I just take everything in and see how I can do things in a better way. And one of those things is going to be moving this wall art. So it took a while for me to get it, but as I've sat with it for a while, I've realized and moved more things into this space. As you can see, I have the curio cabinet over here. I've also added a chair that some friends gave us. And then also I've put the desk over in that corner, which that has been getting a lot of use, a lot more use than it ever has. So I'm happy about that. What I would like to do is just take out this artwork and put it in the TV room. So the family room could definitely use something on the walls. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I didn't want to go with a like a gallery wall in there if I had one in here, just because where I'm standing, you would be able to see a lot of pieces here and then a lot of pieces there. And with so many pieces in this living room, I just feel that we can simplify things some more. The other space that I would love to simplify is the mantle. I know that coming up soon, we're going to be having a lot of different decor with fall and then going into the winter months. But for now, I just want to take off like, you know, 2 books. I'm thinking of taking off the flowers. I don't know. I'm going to be looking up some different pieces of inspiration for me. I love to search my books. I love to search magazines, and just something that speaks to me, I will probably go with that. I'm even thinking of taking the swans down at this time, but I'll find another place for them. Having this piece in here has made it to where it feels like there is a lot more going on in here. And so when I just had the mantle and not a piece like this, I felt like, you know, the space could use a little bit more. But now I want to pull back. I want to simplify things, and that is what you are going to help me with today. This morning, I did change some things around, and I tend to do that when I start thinking about decor. I ended up putting this candle on the coffee table. I would still love to paint this table, so I'm getting up the courage and the energy to do that today. I'm hoping. We will see if I end up doing that. I have that original Annie Sloan paint that I would use for this table, and it would brighten it up a little bit more. I love when things are light and bright, as I've said in the past, and so that is one way that I can do that. I can also bring in a throw, like a throw blanket, and put it on the couch just to kind of break up the tan couch and make it a little bit brighter in here. Please ignore the luggage. I need to take that out of here. But I was going through the girls' room, and that was one of the things that did not belong in there. I love having this little table at the end of the hall with the mirror. I think that it brings a lot more light into this space, whereas it was really dark before. And also, the other thing is that it just makes it pretty but simple at the end of the hall. So I think in the past I had a chair there, and then Ivan wanted to use the chair in his room, so he had ended up taking that in there, and I'm fine with that. You know, I found something else, and I think that it looks a lot prettier this way. And that corner table that I took from over here, I ended up putting this green jewelry cabinet right here, which I just put a plant on top of that.
What? This is not a man of the house. People don't want that in a hurry. But people have spoken. Except for with that one lady that said I was gorgeous.
And so it begins.
So what begins?
A new, moving the pictures around.
Look at this. Swiss cheese.
This is Jorge's favorite part about being married to me. Huh? What do you love most about this?
I am not camera ready. Look at this hair.
You're gorgeous.
Only to you and that one lady.
Okay. So what I'd like to have done here is, of course, him taking out the screws, patching the holes, and then painting over them. But we need to get those pictures on this wall in here. This is what I have left that I am not using at the moment. I'm going to bring all of these things into my bathroom right now, I think. As far as this goes, I might end up bringing that, I don't know yet. I will figure that out. But this feels a lot better. It looks a lot better to me right now, and it's nice to have all that wax cleaned off of the mantle there. To have one scented candle to the right is nice, and then if I don't want to light the tall ones, you know, I could just have one lit. But centering this greenery piece, I think, makes it feel a lot more grounded, and I guess I was feeling like I had to balance out the flowers on if I had them on the left, and so I added a whole lot of other things to the right. And anyway, I'm liking the way that this turned out. Jorge completed the picture wall right in there, the gallery wall, and I think that it looks nice. It feels complete as well. And then I asked him if he would handle all of the wires that are right behind the TV there. So I'm going to see in a little bit when he's done how that comes out. I'll show you what he did then. Now, he said all of these wires were necessary. I don't think that is the case, and we will see when he is all done, because I see a lot of extension cords. Yes, I see the dust bunny. Okay, so I am going to finish sweeping and vacuuming this up, and can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. This looks a lot better. Thank you. This is how Jorge fixed it up. So I think that it looks really good. It's off the floor. This is going to make it so much easier to clean. This looks so much better now. So we're going to put the basket over there in the corner to kind of conceal everything in the corner. And I was able to push this a lot closer to the wall, which is better in my opinion. So, you know, doing a little bit here and there. Definitely looks a lot better than having a pile of all of that on the floor. After moving the table from over here to over here, I think that this looks a lot better right back there because it's a lot more delicate and just looks nice. And then also the lamp, having that there. There's a lot of wires over there, but that's like more the area where the kids are just supposed to plug their stuff in. Maybe we'll get that fixed sometime. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I just completed 2 coats all around it and on the legs, and then once this dries I would like to turn it over and do the inside and the bottom part of the legs. I just think that that'll be easier, and then once that's all done drying, then I'll be able to put the glass back on top. I am just loving the way that this table turned out. I think the fact that the glass is tinted like a tannish color breaks it up nicely so that everything's not real white looking. I just don't think it's too much. I just like the way that there is that slight tinge of color in there. I think that it works out really well. And I'm so much happier with this space. As many of you know, this room has been more difficult for me to decorate, to figure out just what would look good in here. And I've just struggled in this room to, you know, have a space that I'm really, really happy with. So having everything come together like this just changes my feeling about this space. I look forward to looking in here. I am so much happier that there's something on the wall. And I really love the way that that little table down at the end looks with that oval mirror. And the fact that that table is slightly, it has more of an antique look to it than the other white table did, I think breaks up more of that white that's down there. So I'm very happy with that as well, because it doesn't just blend in with the baseboards and that mirror that's down there. So anyway, overall, this room really came together. I definitely have Jorge to thank for putting the art up on the wall. It just makes me so happy to look in here now. And I even brought in that pink pillow. I mean, it's been in here for a little while now, but bringing in this pink pillow also brings out the pink and the flowers. And then I just thought on top of the coffee table, I wasn't going to get too carried away with trying to put too many things on there, just because I like to wipe it off frequently, and I just don't want to have so many things on there. So since I do have the roses down there, I didn't want to add more flowers to this table. I think that a nice little candle is just perfect, and the fact that it's green, that lotus, it brings out the green in the walls and just ties everything together. So overall, I am just so thrilled with this space, happy that it's completed. I thought having a little side table over there in the corner would be good, but you know, that tall, the lamp over there in the corner, I think works out even better. Less space for somebody to clutter up with trash and who knows what else ends up in this TV room, right? I think many of you can relate to that. So one other thing I wanted to make mention of was the fact that this is an Ethan Allen table. When I turned it over to start painting it, and I don't know why I didn't remember this, because when I searched up for a coffee table, I think I put in Ethan Allen. So I just completely forgot about it, but it's an Ethan Allen piece. So it's just ironic, I would say, because all of the pieces that I love the most have been Ethan Allen pieces. And when I was younger, I loved looking through the Ethan Allen catalogs. And so I've just always had a soft spot, I would say, for Ethan Allen. That secretary desk that I have in my office is also Ethan Allen. This piece right here that I love too. I just not thrilled with the color, but we will end up doing something about that later on. But this is also Ethan Allen. So yep, I am just an Ethan Allen lady, I guess. It feels so good to get all of that done today, and I am so thankful that Jorge was willing to do that for me, because I know that I can be annoying with all of that, with the constant moving around. But you know, when you get something in your mind that you want to do, it's like you just can't rest until it is done. So there have been a few things on my mind for a while that I had wanted to do, things that kind of stood out to me when I would just look around at the house and be like, oh, this would be nice if it was over here, or that would be nice over there. And so it feels good to finally put the time in to do those things, and that he was willing to do that too. So as you could see, we got the sconces moved over to the opposite wall. As far as that big empty space now, I don't really have any plans for anything there. I'm just going to enjoy the emptiness that is that space. But those sconces did a good job of filling that void that I had right there, especially since I don't have that tall lamp, that floor lamp in the living room now. But I think everything looks good. It's easy to keep up with. It's especially underneath that TV stand that had been bothering me for so long. I can't tell you. I was trying to use so many different things to conceal them, and that added to the chaos in there, I felt, as well. Like, I had a couple of baskets under there. I talked about those in past videos, and they just never really did it for me. So I had taken those out, and I ended up putting those in my office, and I'm using them to store like the paper that I need for artwork and just different things that I really don't have much storage for at the moment, but it does a good job of kind of corralling those things. So just simplifying sometimes and moving things around, that's all it takes. So let me know in the comments below if that's something that you plan on doing soon, because I feel like it's a good time to do that. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye everyone. This video was brought to you by our patrons and all those who've purchased from the Inspired by Nikki store. Thank you. I'm grateful for all of my returning subscribers. Your continued support and kind words are an inspiration to me. I want to welcome you if you are new and invite you to subscribe to be inspired daily to make the everyday beautiful.